We're back, and joining me now is Beth Magnuson Tinklenberg, a member of the class of 1986 for the Willmar Senior High School, and also a member of that top-notch golf team that actually brought home the state title in 1985. Welcome, Beth.
Thank you.
Beth, of course, this was a team effort, and it's the team, the 1985 state championship golf team, that's being inducted into the Hall of Fame. Perhaps we could begin by just asking you to review for us who the members of that team actually were.
Well, first of all, we were coached by longtime coach Elaine Engel. Other members of the team were, at that time, senior Nancy Hellender Pung, and I was a junior, and then we had sophomores Sarah Olson and Stephanie Lindblad Kolb.
So obviously a team that loved the game of golf and must have practiced very, very hard to reach that type of a level of achievement. I know that Elaine Engel has done so much for just the whole sport of golf when it comes to the Willmar Public Schools, and has just been very passionate about that sport for years. And obviously she worked hard to make sure that you were all developing your skills and abilities so that you could reach that level of accomplishment. Talk to us a little bit about what it actually took, being a student during those years, to lead up to having the skill set and the abilities to win a championship title.
Well, first of all, golf is in the spring. And a lot of springs it's very difficult because of the weather to get out and really practice. So you had to practice a lot in the summer and even into the fall on your own. And then once spring came, every opportunity you were out there, if it was snowing, raining, windy, you were just out practicing. And we would spend until dark, at hitting balls, putting, chipping, a lot of dedication.
Well, certainly it sounds like it, and we know that with any sport, there's certainly a lot of physical stamina that's needed, but we also know that with any of these athletics, there's a whole mental mindset and confidence level that is so important. Talk to us a little bit about that.
The mental part of golf is very important, as anyone knows who plays golf. And I think the four of us were so lucky. We knew we had the support of each other. We always knew that we had Mrs. Engel's support. And, it just made a big difference when it came down to the wire in our meets.
Well, let's talk a little bit about that famous 1985 state meet. Recall for us a little bit some of your memories regarding maybe leading up to the meet and then what that day was all about for you as golfers.
Okay, the state golf meet was held at Majestic Oaks in the metro area, and it was a 2-day meet. And, I remember the day of the meet. It's not a big spectator sport, so we all had our family members there who would walk along with us. The other interesting thing about golf is once you're out on the course, you cannot be coached. So it's not like in basketball where you have a coach yelling out plays. You're on your own. You really can't even talk to your coach or anyone else who might want to give you advice. So, and then you play with girls from other towns, and, we knew after the first day that we were very close, and, we somehow communicated still with, thumbs up, thumbs down on how it was going. So really, we did not know we won until the very last putt.
And are there some spectacular shots or some spectacular holes that come to mind for your game or those of your teammates?
I think the biggest thing about that golf course is a lot of sand bunkers, which throughout the year we didn't play in a lot of bunkers. So that was always the thing that would psych you out at first was, oh my gosh, if I go in a bunker. So Elaine had us doing a lot of practicing out of bunkers the week before the state meet and spending a lot of time working on that.
So on that big day, what was the response, certainly on the part of your team, but also on the part of other folks from Willmar when this trophy actually came our way?
Well, once we realized that we had won the state meet, it was right away Rand Middleton was there from the West Central Tribune, and he informed us that we were indeed the first team to win a state championship, which we hadn't thought about before. We were going into the meet as underdogs. We just didn't realize we could bring the trophy home that year. So it was great, to have Rand let us know. And it was very exciting for the family members there and for the team. And then word traveled back to Willmar that we had won. So by the time we pulled up to the bus garage in Willmar, we had quite a a fan showing at the bus garage for us.
Well, and certainly you've provided a legacy for the Willmar Public Schools and the Willmar Senior High School Athletic Department as we all recall those special moments in the sports history, you might say, of the school system. And it has certainly been an accomplishment that is still highly regarded amongst our current athletes and those that have been around for a number of years. When you think about the game of golf and just this accomplishment and maybe others, how has your own family and how have your children responded to this type of an accomplishment and now being inducted into the Willmar Senior High School Hall of Fame?
Well, my kids, when we moved back to Willmar 2 years ago and first went into the high school, it was the walk down the wall with all the trophies. And, I'd showed them my state medal, and they thought that was great. But to actually see that trophy in the trophy case it was so special to them. And even now, as they get older, it's even more special as they're involved in athletics and they realize what an accomplishment that was. And they've always had their eye on the wall of fame. And now to see our plaque up there today, they were stopping their friends in the hall and saying, "Look, this is why we're here." It's very exciting.
Well, it certainly is just great that you're able to share this honor with your family and, of course, with the other members of the team. Our congratulations go out to you, Beth, the other members of the team, and also to Elaine Engel for her great coaching ability and for all that she did for the game of golf, you might say, at the Willmar Senior High School. So our congratulations to you and very best wishes in the future.
Thank you very much.